Good morning. Well, good afternoon. Happy Monday. Hey, everyone. Hey, everyone. Hi, hi, hi. Come on on. Come on. I am, I was trying to get a little, stretch my legs a little bit because I have been running around all morning and I was going to get ready to go back in so I could do the work I need to do. But I wanted to stop and motivate you guys this morning or this afternoon, like I should be doing, because I hadn't got to it as of yet. But the thing I wanted to do, hopefully you guys, the planes and stuff, not gonna throw me off too much. But what I wanted to do, hey Carrie, I wanted to basically get on, guys, and talk to you about Psalms 94. I was reading Psalms 94 this morning, and the psalmist was talking about how long, God, will we suffer? How long, God, will we go through the things that we're going through? How long, God, before the enemy cease from troubling us? How long, God, before we continue to go through everything we're going through? And what God dropped in my spirit is that not only is he an avenger of those who trouble us, not only does revenge belong to the Lord, but also the fact that he's faithful, he's just, and we need to stop wasting our time with the thoughts of what other people are doing to us. And the best way to do what God would have us to do is to get even with the devil. We got to stop looking at people for the things they do and blaming people and say, well, I'm going to get rid of this person, I'm going to get even with this person. Listen, I know because I want to take it to the street, especially when it comes to my money. I'm still dealing with some things that has me very, very angry. But see, the best way that you can get even with the enemy is to do what God told you to do. That's humble yourself. Keep your eyes on God. Do what God's telling you to do, because listen, vengeance belongs to the Lord. And that means that you have to humble yourself. You have to allow God to fix it, because guess what? God's timing is perfect. God knows all. God see what you don't see. God know the entire picture of why people do the things they do to you. God know what people are going through. God is faithful. God is just. And you got to be careful about saying, I'm going to get even with somebody. I'm going to get revenge with that person. I'm going to go out and do my own thing. Because remember, you reap what you sow. So while you're trying to get even, you've already messed it up, because now you've taken it out of God's hand and God can't work on your behalf. Because listen, who knows how to get somebody back better than God? And so the Psalms in Psalms 94 was saying, God, how long? And and then the Psalms began to talk about, but listen, how is it that you doubt God when God is all knowing and all seeing and all omnipresent? Listen, he basically said, did God create an eye, but he can't see? Did he create eyes and he can't see what's going on? Basically, it said, did he create ears and he can't hear what's going on? He can't see what's troubling you. Did he create you and then he not create over everything and can't train and control and moderate? Is God not God? Basically, he's saying you worrying about the wrong things. You worrying about people that are troubling you. You worrying about what somebody did to you. But God is saying, listen, my time is perfect. I see, glory is when he get vengeance. Glory is when his will is fulfilled. And so many times we mess up because we're angry with what people did to us. We're angry when people talk about us. We're angry when people do this slothful, craziness things that they do to us. But God said, listen, vengeance is mine. You don't have to worry about it. He said, listen, while they busy doing what they're doing to me, while they're busy doing what they do to me, do to you, listen, I'm on the job. I'm working it out. And he said, not only that, he said, listen, how foolish is it for men to think that they can get beyond me? How foolish is it to think that when I have the favor of God on my life, that you can touch God's people? How foolish of it for you to think that you can do anything that you're big enough to do when this is my domain? God said, listen, you may have to give permission for my Holy Spirit to come in, but you forget that I'm God over everything. You forget that I can take the earth out with just a word. You forget that I created the world with words. You forget that I did it in 7 days. You forget that I pulled you from the dirt. So how is it that you forget who I am? So he said, listen, if you want to get even with the devil. That means that when somebody looking for your demise, that means when somebody has spoken over your life, prove the devil wrong. Prove the devil wrong. And how do you do that? You have faith. You speak those things that are not as if they will, and they will be. You continue to have faith in me. Listen, you smile when the enemy felt like that you won't gonna make it. See, listen, a lot of people wondering how you still standing after all you've been through. A lot of people trying to figure out why you still got a smile in the midst of tragedy. A lot of people trying to understand how is it that you still in your right mind after all we've been through. But listen, you got to understand that you need to start getting even with the enemy and putting your anger where it belongs. You angry with somebody that don't even know no better. That's why God is responsible for vengeance. You angry at people that didn't even mean to hurt you. That's why God is accountable for their hurt and what they go through. Not their hurt, but their consequences. See, you can't be God because you don't know the entire story. That's why vengeance belongs to the Lord. Because if you get to moving on your behalf, doing what you want to do, then you're going to mess up your own self. You're going to fall in that hole you meant to dig for somebody else because, listen, God knows their pain. God knows their tears. God knows what they've been through. God knows why they move the way that they move. So you got to learn how to have mercy on people even though you don't want to have mercy. You got to learn how to pray for your enemy when you don't even want to pray. You got to learn to see the best in people when you feel like they hell on wheels because you don't know the entire story. That's why God said vengeance belongs to me. And if you want to get even with somebody, then get even with the devil. Get even with the devil. Tell him he's a liar when he's in your ear telling you that you can't make it. Tell him he's a liar when he's telling you to lay in that bed. Tell him that he's a liar when he's telling you that you're not strong enough. Listen, if you can make it, why can't I make it? If they can make it, why can't you make it? See, God don't have no favorable person. So if you can get up in the morning, then I should be able to get up in the morning because we serve the same God. So what I'm trying to tell you, get even with the devil and stop worrying about the small stuff. Prove the devil wrong. Because if we start to put our eyes on who the real enemy is, then we'll start to do better. We'll start to find our faith. But when we got our eyes on the wrong thing, we got our eyes on the wrong people, we got our eyes on wrong situations, we looking at things from a flawed perspective. And instead of the way God intended us to look at it. See, the way God intended us to look at it, God said we're already conquerors. You get what I'm saying? God said we already did it. We already victorious. The Most High said that we already won this battle. So if you believe you won a battle, then why you crying about it? If you believe that God already worked it out, then why you trying to figure it out? See, that's what you got to do. You got to believe that God already gave you what you need on the inside of you to do what you need to do. Then you walk in it. But listen, get even with the devil. Stop talking back to the devil and stop talking to other people about what you want to do to somebody else. Stop having drama and gossip about the wrong things. Stop worrying about things that's not going to benefit you. The only thing I worry about these days, listen, I'm getting better and better every day. It's worrying about my faith, my strength, my God, my children, my family, and my money. You get what I'm saying? And in all that, I need my peace. I need my peace. So when I feel a certain kind of way, I know that it's the devil coming up against me. I'm learning to stop blaming people for their foolish ways because remember, we don't know it all. Let me see if this thing light is all the way up, guys. Yeah, you know that my phone got a mind of its own. It do what it want to do when it want to do it. So guys, listen. It's time to get serious about what you want in life. It's time to put your mind on the right things because listen, when I tell you I have never seen anything so dumb. as this crate challenge that's going around. Like people, and it's going around it's a thing. And I say to myself, why do people get caught up in such stupidity? It's stupid. I mean, just go ahead and kill yourself early because you got broken bones, you're getting concussions, you're getting everything. It is the dumbest thing I've seen in my life. I'm sorry. But the things that we make a trend, but we won't come together and pull our money together to make something worthwhile without scheming and hurting one another. We won't invest in stuff that's going to last. We won't pick up a book. We won't support people that we know need support. We won't plant a seed. But we will put a video up about a bunch of dumbasses falling off some crates. And it's called the ghetto something competition. So either we thirsty for money just to do anything, or we just got our priorities messed up. Start circulating some stuff that makes sense on the internet. Talk about the black accomplishments that we have. Talk about all these black children that's doing all these wonderful things in the Olympics. Talk about building one another up. Pass your business around. Support other people. But when it's something dumb, everybody jump on. I mean, the dumbest thing I've seen in my life. Just dumb. Why would I run across a bunch of crates and break my ankle? For what? I'm going to make my money by doing what I'm doing. You see what I'm saying? It's just that we always doing the worst. We always doing the most. We always falling for dumb stuff. But when it sees that we can plant to help somebody else and we can be doing something for real, we ain't about that. We're not about that life. And that's why we got 1% of millionaires in the world are black. Because we ain't about that business. We about that dumbness. You know, and I know sometimes, guys, you be like, Dr. Michelle, you get on there and sometimes you get the fussing at people. I'm not even fussing. Like, for real, I'm just saying we got to get our minds straight. People are dying every day. And what we doing, we falling back off of prayer. How I know? Because I did it. I fell back because I felt defeated. I was like, oh my God, I'm over it. But listen, when you anchored, come on somebody, when you anchored in the Lord, when you got a sure foundation, you ain't gonna go too far because you know that God is the only way. So listen, guys, I'm going to go. Let me go ahead and get off of here. I was trying to see what y'all saying, but I left my glasses in the car. So listen, guys, I'm going to go. You guys have a fabulous day. I'm trying to watch my surrounding as well because I'm out here at one of these parks, but I want you to stay motivated. I want you to take your mind off the small stuff, the stuff that does not matter. I want you to concentrate on getting even with the devil. Stop worrying about getting even with people and start talking back to the devil when he tell you that you ain't gonna be nothing because your mama and daddy want nothing. Stop listening to the devil when he tell you that your children are cursed. Listen to the devil when he tell you that you not gonna make it and all this stuff. Start getting even with the devil by telling him he's a liar. And when you learn how to talk back to the devil and talk back to him consistently, guess what? He'll flee. He got to go because he listen, because then he knows your name. And as long as God knows your name, you got power and authority in this earth. So listen, I'm going to go. You guys be blessed. This is Dr. Michelle with your Monday motivation. Get even with the devil. And remember, vengeance belongs to the Lord. Can't nobody do it like God. But he can't even work on your behalf if you don't humble yourself and get in his path so that he can lead you, so that you can hear from him. A lot of times when you got hate, vengeance, bitterness, anger inside of you, unforgiveness, you can't even hear God talking to you because now you all up in doing the devil's work. That's what it is, the devil's work. You all in doing the devil's work, and then you can't even hear from God. Then you wondering why your blessings won't flow. You wondering why you can't hear from God. You wondering why you can't make it because now you all in the devil's territory. Come on back to the right side. Because listen, if you give him an inch, he gonna take a mile. So come on over to the right side so that you can hear from God, that your blessings may flow. Because listen, I'm looking for great things. I told you just the other day, my change has come and I'm ready. Get ready for the ship. God is working it out on our behalf. It don't matter what it look like. He's still God. All right, guys, have a blessed one. This is Dr. Michelle. I see you guys back tomorrow. Peace.